Alright, so today is January 12th, 2021. I traded today and had a red day. And it was a red day because I did something stupid. I was doing really well, but it wasn't like I was doing. I did really well as far as let's just say I had hit almost two times my goal. So I had a goal of say 1 hour, and I got to 2.8 R, and that was earlier here. So I traded this area, and then I had to stop because I actually took a trade here, but I had to stop because I was babysitting today and could not take any more trades. Actually, I traded the NQ, but anyway, could not take any more trades, and then traded here and tilted, and then now lost not just everything I had made, but three times everything I'd made, which was stupid, really stupid. And a lot of it has to do with there's a psychological element to trading that I ignored. And something that has made me lose money many times. And I look back on the chart. Obviously, in hindsight, things always look back, always look obvious. But this one was a bit stupid. It was just stupidity. And yeah, um, every single setup I saw today um, actually worked out. But I wasn't trading a setup. I was trading my emotions, um, and yeah, really disappointed about that. But anyway, this is what I traded today. Traded a tick chart on this. Was scalping a bit, made some money, lost some money, and then saw this bear breakout. Saw this. Wasn't sure about this whether we're going higher because I saw two legs up, but I think the issue I had was I was looking at too many charts. I think what now I have to admit to myself is the fact that I am better trading the price action on this chart. Like I'm actually really good at it. The problem with the NQ is the risk is just so high. So if I was going to sell this close, my stop really has to be here. It's 34, 38 points. And because I'm confident in this short, I don't want to, I want to risk, like, let's say I enter with a certain amount of contracts, I want to put my stop here. Um, Not that I want to put my stop really should be here, and I know it should be here, but I'm not ready to risk that much for the amount of contracts I want to trade, and that kind of annoyed me. Um, but it's funny in hindsight now. What's happened to the mouse? In hindsight now, it actually wasn't too bad of a risk, but yeah, I just messed it up. So here I took some really bad shorts and longs, and as I look at it now, I'm just like, what was I thinking? And it's because I was trading a tick chart, and on the tick chart there were just so many. In fact, let me just show a tick chart. Um, where is it? No, it'll be on the time axis. So yeah, so I was trading the 2000 tick chart, and the signals are a bit actually, it's weird because I look at it now, it looks pretty. Yeah, the signals are a bit random. You're seeing this, you're seeing this, you're seeing. Actually, hadn't even gotten here. I wasn't sure whether to go a wedge. I was expecting another low. Went long, went short, went. I just. And the thing is, all I needed to do is put my stop here, or even here, because this is the range. But I wasn't trading that way because I had to go and I was in a rush. Wasn't focused on the charts. I bought when I should have shorted. I saw this came down here. I now went. I actually was long here. Went down. I got out, stopped myself out. And then it went down here. Then I shorted here. Which, if you think about it, why am I shorting here? Makes no sense, right? Makes no sense. But anyway, I shorted here. Price now reversed, and I stopped myself out. Started losing money. The reason I was not making money was not because of anything to do with price action and just gut and emotions. So, but anyway, let's move on to what I've decided to do today. Is there's no need for me to concentrate on that. Like, there's really, whoops, what the hell's going on? Okay, let me just. What is that? Oh, oh no, the caps lock is on. All right. What I've decided to do. Oh, come on. Okay. Oh gosh, I hadn't cleaned it. Ugh. Hang on. I'm still typing in the password with that. Okay, let's start again. Okay. So what I've decided to do today is not so much concentrate on the loss. I know what I've done wrong. I know why I did it, and I know what I need to do to fix it. Um, yeah, I know exactly what I did wrong. I know why I did it wrong, and yeah, a lot of it has to do with trading P&Ls and to focus on P&Ls. One needs to try their best to not. In fact, it's weird. I was thinking about this the other day that the thing about trading is that if you just sit down, be patient, and just focus on the chart, don't worry. Just focus on the setups. You will find them, and they always work out. You just need to be patient. Patient. I think it's just the uncertainty that you may not find a good setup or you may miss the setup that always gets to you. But throughout the day, the whole day, I saw good setups, and I just did not want to let them play out. But anyway, so what I've decided to do, which is a bit different from every other day, is I'm going to show you. Um, going to comment about the general trade today. As you can see, we had a flag today, a bull flag, which is interesting, right? Because I did, I wasn't even thinking about that, but now I see it, I'm like, oh shit, we have a final flag forming. We've had this very strong bull trend. Yesterday was a really good day. Traded this and then left it. Um, Today was we had this huge gap up. If we really think about it, we have some resistance which we went past overnight. Gapped up here, we have this gap here, and now we have this flag. Usually, this is a final. It looks like a final flag. It's usually the last thing that happens before we have a reversal. So we could. I don't know. We'll see. It looks like a final flag to me. But anyway, so huge gap up. I usually like to see what pattern we're going to have. Sometimes we have a wedge bottom towards the moving average. Um, and this is based on some information from Albrook. So some of the patterns we look for whenever we have a huge gap up. Today we had this. But okay, so I'm just going to go through the whole day, as much of the day as possible. I'm not sure about this area. Neither am I. I'm just going to go through the whole day. Because my goal is to try and look for opportunities throughout the whole day. It's exhausting. By the time I get here, I'm so tired. I don't even know if I'll catch this, and by here, I'm already done for the day. But I want to look through the entire chart and look for as many opportunities as possible. All right. So first bar, uh, you had a nice gap up, big bull bar, but a really big bull bar. It's had how many points? 12 points, 12.393, but then it closes in the middle. So therefore, it tells me the presence of sellers. We now have a doji on the next bar, but then presence of buyers. But we make a new low. This tells me that we're probably going to have a trading range day the moment I see these two bars. And then I see this, and when I see this, I know the low is going to be bought. Every new low is going to be bought. So this makes a new low, and it is bought. But this also forms a wedge, so 3 pushes down. It's credible. You could probably go long here, so I'm just going to put a green box here. I mean, in hindsight, this is easy to see, right? Um, at the time, I don't know if I would have taken this long, and I'll explain why in a second. Right, I'm not sure if I would have taken this long only because, are we going to test this high? I don't know. It's a bit early. Maybe enter with a small position. This is my risk. It is a lot to risk if you think about it. All the way from here to here, it's 10 points. It's quite a bit. Anyway, so we push with a bull bar, but I think you should actually enter there, and I'm sure Al Brooks in his commentary would have done that. A good bull bar, another bull bar, two bull bars, amazing. So you now have, and then pull back here, lovely. And I love it when I see it pull back like this, not just a pause, but a pullback. And then we're going up again. And this shows me another wedge. So one, two, three legs up. So this is the wedge top. Credible to take the a short below a bear bar. It's not a very good signal bar, so I will not take a short until here. Let me just make this thicker. And where are we? Here we go. So yeah, incredible short here, stop above here, and I do like the risk isn't too bad if we just do that. That's about 6.7 points. That's actually pretty good. So you can enter a bit more size. So wedge top here, one. Where did I stop now? So this is a bear breakout. Sell the close. So you could even buy this. You can buy this testing moving average. So this is the low of day here. You can sell this as well. Massive give up bar, and then you now have a doji base. You have another wedge top here. If you want, you can. If you had missed this, if you wanted, you could also take this short here. I would have looked at taking that short anyway. And then also you have one pullback, two, so that's a wedge. And this wedge could be this. You can argue this if you want. You could also say this as well. It's a nested, so you have different patterns in here. So credible to take a bull bar from a wedge bottom. Yeah, so you could also enter here. It's not a really good signal. I don't like this signal bar because you have a tail at the top. This is a better bar, but it's interesting. They're both actually, let's use this. They're both at the same price. All right, what is the risk? The risk looks pretty high. 10, yeah, about 10 points. I can cope with that. All right, so first leg up, testing the moving average. We have a wedge top, micro wedge here. So this is a spike and a bull surprise. So a bull surprise you tend to have a second leg. This is a bear surprise, so you're looking for a second leg, and this is actually the second leg for this. But whenever I see this bull surprise, I know we're going to have a bull flag and then a second leg up. So this is a bull surprise, one, pullback, two, right? So bull bars, but you can see tails at the top, so chances are we are going to sell off soon. Wedge top over here, credible to take this sell over here, but the risk is so high. For a bull surprise, probably not a good idea because we're looking for a second leg up. If you wanted to, you could short this, 1, 2, 3, wedge bottom there, credible buy up here again. Oops, no, duplicate. Yeah, it's a credible buy for the second leg of this. What was I going to say? I mean, if you shorted this, you're probably, you're not going to really make any money because it's a really horrible signal bar. I mean, it's not a bad signal bar, but risk too high. It's a trading range. I wouldn't have taken this based on this, only because you're in a bull trend and you're testing this as well. I'm just going to mark this. Okay, actually, do you know what? Let me use this, duplicate. I'm just imagining this is like your demand area here, like so. So what this is now saying to you is, now, yeah, I'm more likely, I wouldn't take this down, even though this is a strong one, but the bull trend is so strong, you can imagine there's a big gap up, one pullback, two pullback, three. So yeah, so you now have, one pullback, two pullback, three, and I love seeing pullbacks here because sometimes you get pauses and it's so hard to read. So 1, 2, and 3. So that's the wedge top. Credible sell. You even have an II here. This is even a better, inside bar. So you could take a short below this too. Actually, do you know what? Let me use this. Duplicate. There we go. It's credible short. Stop here. As you can see, none of these trades, your stops have been hit. Not one. Every single one have been successful. Credible sell. 3 legs down. 1. Where is it now? 1 pullback. 2 pullback. 3. You have a few IIs in there. You have an II in here. Whoops. Let's get rid of that. Command Z. So you even have an II in here. IIs are inside. Alright, so 1 pullback. So this is the first low. 2 pullback. 3. So there we go. We can just extend this here. credible buy here. Really horrible signal bar, but I don't know. Would you buy this? I mean, it's worked, but I don't know. I don't like this. This is not a great signal bar. You have a tail at the top. I mean, I normally just buy above the bar, but I would look to buy a small position. Bull surprise. Second, is this one? Pull back two, so second leg of that, but then you now have a higher low major trend reversal. So this is a higher low of that. But if you notice, you have a lower high. So this is beginning to look like a triangle. So 1, 2, 3. So you have three lows and three highs and three lows. And then what do you have? If you look, you also have one from here if you want. You can extend that to that. Okay, so enter here, stop below there, right? 1, pull back, double bottom 2, right? That's all you got for the day. All right, so what do you have now? One spike, no pullbacks, and now you're getting sort of small reversals. And the thing that would have made me get out here was only because I can see we're forming a triangle. You have 1, 2, you're expecting a third, and this is your third. So I am not expecting price to go out here. Of course, I can say this in hindsight because it's easier, but it's something you need to observe when you're watching the market when it's forming a flag like this. So you see that 1 pullback, well, it's not really a pullback, it's a pause. But you can say 1 pullback, 2 pullback, 3 wedge bottom here. I don't like this pattern, to be honest, only because as you can see we pull back past this high. It's a bit messy, double top here, and this would have been a good sell. Actually, I'm not even going to talk about this because I messed it up. Alright, so what do we have here? We have a wedge bottom, credible buy here, put your stop here, still not hit. Or you can put your stop here because it's not a very high probability one. It's the end of the day. Chances are you want to hold on to as much money as you've made already. But I would just mark the buy anyway. Duplicate. This is your entry here. Alright, stop there and then look at that. But then how much are you hoping? You don't know if this is gonna, you have 1 pullback, 2, so you have a bull surprise coming here, but you also have a bear surprise. So actually it's not bear surprise, bad follow through. Because one could ask, why then doesn't this have its second line? This is this one's, maybe this is its second leg, but the follow through on the way down isn't great. You have bull bars on the way down. Alright, so this is the entry, and you could exit somewhere here. 1 pullback, 2, and maybe in after hours there's the other one, or the next day, tomorrow, we'll see. All in all, that was today. Had I just followed the price action as such, I remember when I was watching on my phone, I didn't count the pullbacks, but I remember when I saw this, then I saw this pullback, then I saw this, I thought this would be a good, because it became a bear bar at one point, and I thought, maybe we should exit. But as you can see, bulls bought it. Maybe rely on your stop. You have a double top here. Maybe put your exit just below the bear bar. If it had closed there, your exit could be here. If you look at it now, you would have lost, what, 1.83. It's not a lot if you think about it. But then relying on your stop would have helped you hold through this, because then you have the wedge top, and I think that's something I did not consider, because this was easy to fake you out. Yeah. Alright, so how many options here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 opportunities. How many longs? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 3 shorts. The shorts, I think, would have won in terms of profit potential today, because look at this leg and this leg. In fact, this could all just be part of this, but this alone was great. This was a failed. This would have, you would have not made any money with this one. I mean, if you stop here, here, and yeah, actually, just yeah, you'd have been hit here if you had waited for 3 legs down. But yeah, the other thing again about this is your exits are your entries. So this is your exit for this. Because you think about it, I mean, of course, okay, how many legs up? 1, 2, 3, right? So I mean, you could also argue and say 1 pullback, 2 pullback, 3. But then at this point, I would probably be looking to exit, but I would probably exit below a bear bar. But then you've already hit your, this is the last pullback, so maybe you want to exit below this bar. Point is, um, you know the thing, or you exit, I don't know, you don't exit here. You don't know. I mean, normally I would probably exit here, but really you're supposed to exit below this bar because the third pullback usually ends up being a bear leg. You could, some would say you could enter here, but you want to enter below a bear bar. Yeah, so that is my analysis for this day. I'm gonna have a look at Al Brooks's version, and I'll put that in the video now as we speak. It's just loading up. Did he draw a chart? There we go, this is his chart. So he had an entry there. Well, I don't know if I would have taken that entry. Let's have a look. Did I mark that? Oh, I did mark that. And then he put another entry there. He saw this wedge. Beautiful, saw that wedge. So the nested one, but his is a bit different. He saw this low, this low, this low. Yeah, same as mine. But then his wedge is this, not this. I prefer counting the pullbacks. So he's taken these 3. I've taken these ones instead. His entries, obviously he puts other entries in there. Nice entry there. That's what I've done. Major trend reversal. That's his. Mine is here. But actually, this is a major trend reversal. He is right. A higher, low, major. And okay, yeah, the same thing. I put that there as well. Wedge bottom, wedge bottom, wedge top, bigger wedge. Did not even consider that. Completely forgot about that. But yes, there is a bigger wedge here as well. I remember seeing that. I just forgot to mark it because I was looking at that. So there's a bigger wedge here. Then and then also a failed breakout here because failed bull breakout. Many dojis, yeah, many dojis they trading day likely. That is true. When you're seeing a lot of dojis, lots of tails, chances are we're going to get a trading range. He didn't actually mark the triangle, but there is a triangle. It's a bull flag because you have lower highs throughout and higher lows throughout. So this is not a trend, and this is a trading range, but it's forming a triangle. It has three bottoms, 1, 2, 3, 3 tops, 1, 2, or sometimes they say 2 bottoms and 3 tops, 1, 2, 3. And then what else? Double top. I think I saw that here, but I don't normally look at the double tops these days. And you also have another one there. Triple top. Oh, excuse me. A little triangle here. I didn't see that. So 1, 2, 3. No. Hang on. Oh yeah, it's 1, 2. Hang on. I don't know why he did that, because you have lower highs as well. Hang on. Let me see. Make sure I get this right. So he has a triangle here, right? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. I don't know why he marked this here and then the breakout of the triangle. Because you're having lower. Okay, yeah, because you're getting lower highs and you're not getting higher lows. So this is a triangle. All right, and then what else again? Another triangle here, double bottom. Yeah, these are things I don't always mark. I don't always look for double bottoms. I just assume that, well, this area, bulls bought here, triangle already, so bulls will buy here and probably buy here. Triangle, bears sold here, bears sold here, so chances that they're going to sell close to here and sell close to here. And then here was a breakout, went closed just below the open. Oh yeah, that's true. There was a good test of the open, which is here, and we have a close just below it. That I think I'm going to mark actually. The opening price on a trading range day tends to be where price ends up usually. Let's just put that there, and there we go. Alright, so that was today's trading, and yeah, we'll look forward to doing this again tomorrow.